Something that I find kind of strange is that so Triple H said that he was going to elevate younger stars or whatever, or you know, put the younger stars up to the forefront and build the future. But if you look at the Elimination Chamber lineup, as far as right now for the men and women, you have Solo Sikoa, who okay, so he won. So last year he won 21% of his matches. So he lost almost 30, won almost 10, and two with no contest. And I think the year before, the dude, I remember John Cena did the ultimate deed for him and let he let Solo Sikoa at, I think, Crown Jewel. He let Solo Sikoa destroy him, and then Solo went on like a 41 match losing streak. And I was like, whoa, what are they doing? That's crazy. I don't know, man. I feel like whoever got to beat John Cena ended up as a jobber. Austin Theory. Austin Theory beat John Cena at WrestleMania 39. And I'm just I'm just not. Dude beat John Cena at WrestleMania 39, defending the same championship that was John Cena's first championship against John Cena, and he still ended up being buried because Vince was pushing him heavy, and they just wanted to. I don't know, man. And then they took him off TV for a long time when he was starting to get organic face reactions with Grayson Waller, and then brought him back to as the member of the Vision because Paul Heyman wanted him to take the pins, as we saw with the LA Knight and versus Penta versus then the Mask, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing with Austin Theory, but it's not good. It's not good at all, man. Same thing with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley did not need that win. She did not need that win. They're talking about building. First of all, if we look at last year, she got the championship back from Liv Morgan on the Raw Netflix premiere. But that's the same title that she had for like 380 days, only defended twice. And then she lost the championship to Io Shirai. And then she whined and whined and whined until she got a match without winning the Elimination Chamber or the Royal Rumble that year. Went on to have herself being placed into the triple threat for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 41. And then now she's a tag team partner with Io Shirai, but now she's still getting a place in the Elimination Chamber match when you have Ivy Nile and Lyra, who are easily some of the most misused and underutilized women on the roster. Rhea Ripley did not deserve that win. She didn't need it though. I understand, but it didn't need to happen. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. So we have Aleister Black going over Solo, and we have Aleister Black and Solo and Randy, and then Randy goes over the both of them. Why? See, the thing is, like, WWE, they do this thing to where they have the younger stars and then they have the older stars, and these are big matches, big qualifying matches. So they have the older stars beat the newer stars, even though that the older stars are going to lose the match anyways to qualify for whatever they're talking about, because the Elimination Chamber, the Elimination Chamber, they're not going to win that, but for some reason they're still getting a spot in the match, even though that there's some young, hungry competitors who can benefit and really use a match like the Elimination Chamber. But I don't know, man. It makes zero sense. It's so counterproductive. That's a good way to build your future right there. Still push stars who you're not even going to have to win the match in the first place, instead of having stars like Carmelo, having stars like, hell, Aleister Black, he just got back. Solo, so I don't this people like Ivy now, people like Lyra Valkyria, she could use a a spot in the elimination chamber. But no, let's give it to Rhea. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand. Rhea's a current tag champion. She's already holding gold, and she already had world title gold twice. But now let's just give it to her. I don't understand, bro. They're talking about building new stars. It took Carmelo Hayes a year to stop being a jobber. And his title reign is just, well, let's just have him have matches. We're not going to do much of anything with it, but we're just going to have him have a cool. The matches are good, but a good match versus a consistent storyline or multiple, the matches are forgettable, people like Johnny Gargano and people like, Ilya, they have great matches with Carmelo Hayes with this open challenge. But after a while, that starts to get exhausting. After a while, the open challenge kind of overstays the welcome. That's all the championship is worth. Like you don't have. I don't know, bro. I mean, even bangers, have their limits. I just don't understand why. I don't understand it, bro. I don't get it. I mean, I understand. There's no direction. There's no real direction. Nothing happens. There's no risk. There's no gamble. There's no excitement. There's no unpredictability. And we get the same people bro, Rhea Ripley in the Elimination Chamber. Why? I mean, we already knew it was predictable. We already knew Lyra was going to win. I mean, we already knew Rhea was going to win over Lyra and Ivy. And we got Ivy tapping out to Maxine Dupree, so it's like, okay, cool. We have someone who can't wrestle going over people who can. And then we're just going to, have her on these training wheels, have her missing all these moves, having her pull down the straps and beat on her chest and get no crowd reaction, having her hit all these spotty, over exaggerated moves. I'm gonna break her ankle, and then walk away. You have her tap out Ivy Nile. That's not even believable. Maxine can't even wrestle. She can't do the shoot style. She can't do any of that. But you expect us to believe. So now Ivy Nile's looking like, okay, well, you tapped out to Maxine Dupree, which isn't saying a lot. And then we have you and Lyra, bro. If anything, Ivy Nile or Lyra should have won, bro. Is unnecessary. But let's have these newer stars. It makes zero sense. It does nothing for anybody. I just think it's stupid. I can go on and on about newer stars constantly being, and then the excuse is, well, to be fair, because usually a to be fair is followed by an excuse that doesn't make any sense but is full of hope. To be fair, they have to pay their dues. They just got there, And then you have the same people who are saying, yeah, well, we just need some people, who are young and hungry stars to, get those opportunities. But you just defended a veteran. Of course, Randy Orton's a veteran, but he didn't need that spot over, or even Rhea Ripley. She didn't need that spot over Ivy or Lyra. I don't know. I feel like Lyra and Ivy could have really used that, because Lyra has just been booked to do nothing for 3 months, be with Bayley for a couple months, and then have a singles match or two, be taken off TV, be forgotten, come back, make the bird noises, we lose in a fruit roll up to a Judgment Day member, go backstage in catering, telling Bayley how much she needs her, and then I just feel like they just dropped the ball with Lyra Valkyria completely, and they didn't even pick up the ball with Ivy. They just said, screw it. We'll take you, and since Chad is out, we will just take you and the Creed brothers off TV for no real reason, because the Creed brothers can still go even without Chad. And apparently Chad wasn't even holding them back for not being on TV, because he returned to WWE as a El Grande Americano. So that means that they just had no real reason not to use him. So there was no excuse all along, because he wasn't even going to return as Chad Gable in the first place. So, Let me know what you think down in the comments, though. Do you think that people who are young and hungry are getting their shine over the veterans, even though that, WWE or Triple H specifically said that he's all about building the future? Let me know what you Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Until next time, that's about it. See ya.